Students, today we are going to start a new chapter of maths, which is chapter number 10, circles. So let us start the chapter. Introduction. You may have come across many objects in daily life which are round in shape, such as wheel of a vehicle, bangles, dials of many clocks, coins of denomination 50 paisa, rupees 1 and rupees 5, key rings, buttons of shirts, etc. In a clock, you might have observed that the second hand goes round in dial of the clock rapidly and its tip moves in a round path. This path, traced by the tip of the second hand, called a circle. In this chapter, you will study about circles, other related terms, and some properties of a circle. See, about this all shape we know very well. About circular shape, we are studying from standard 5th. So we know very well that V shape is called circular. Here all the circular shapes are given. Circle and term related to the circle. Take a compass and fix a pencil in it. Put its pointed leg on a point on a sheet of paper. Open the other leg to the some distance. Keep the pointed leg on the same point. Rotate the other leg through one rotation or revolution. What is the closed figure traced by the pencil on paper? As you know, it is circle. How did you get a circle? You kept one point fixed and drew all the points that were at a fixed distance from A. This gives us following definitions. The collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane is called circle. See, suppose this textbook is a plane, and if I mark a fixed point, now from this fixed point A, if I make many points equidistant from point A, if I draw many points equidistant from point A, they form a circle. Simple. A collection of all the points, these all are the points. Collection of all the points in a plane which are fixed, which are at fixed distance from the fixed point is called circle. The fixed point is called the center of the circle and the fixed distance is called the radius of the circle. Suppose if I take a fixed point O and I take this many point equidistant from point O. So this point O will represent center and distance from center and point on the circle, it will represent radius. So this is radius, this is radius, this is radius, this is radius. On all the side we can draw the radius. See, about the center and radius we have studied in class 5th. Remark, note that line segment joining the center and any point on the circle is called a radius. That is, radius is used in two senses, in the sense of a line segment and also in the sense of a length. Look, so radius can be used in two sense, like in circle this is the radius, okay, distance from the fixed point and any point of the circle. So this is called length. If I write 3 centimeter over here, then this OA will become length, and this is a line segment also because it have two endpoints O and A. So radius of the circle is its line segment as well as length. You are already familiar with some of the following concept of class 6. We are just recalling them. A circle divides the plane on which it lies into three parts. They are inside the circle, which is also called interior of the circle, and outside the circle, which is also called the exterior of the circle. The circle and its exterior make up the circular region. So in this way, we can divide a plane into three regions. First, interior of the circle. Second, circle itself. And third, exterior of the circle. If I ask you few questions, suppose I am having few points. So now tell me, point O and A are interior of the circle, on the circle, or exterior of the circle? Obviously they are interior point of the circle because both point lies inside the circle. If I ask you what about point B, so you must say point B is on the circle, and point C, it is exterior of the circle. If you take 2 points P and Q on a circle, then the line segment PQ is called chord of a circle. The chord which passes through the center of the circle is called diameter of the circle, and as in the case of the radius, the word diameter is also used in two senses, that is as a line segment and also as its length. Do you find any other chord of the circle longer than diameter? No. You see that diameter is the longest chord and all diameters have the same length which is equal to the diameter. Now, simple. The point, fixed point from which the circle is drawn is called center. The distance from the center to any point of the circle is called radius. Now this is the new term. The line segment joining any two points of the circle is called chord. See, this definition can be asked in the exam. Line segment joining any two points of the circle is called chord. Any two points we can consider. If I consider these 2 points, then this line segment will become chord. If I consider this, it also will become chord. And if I consider this line segment, then this line segment is called diameter of the circle. Diameter is called longest chord of the circle. Diameter is called longest chord of the circle. See, many diameters we can draw, and all diameters are of same length. All diameters are of same length. So these all are the diameters which are passing through the center. So remember one thing. A line segment joining 2 points on the circle is called chord, and longest chord in the circle is diameter. So diameter itself is a chord. Now, like radius have length, and it is line segment. Same way, diameter is also called line segment as well as it have length. Now, next, let us find out relation between diameter and radius. If this radius is of 3 cm, what will be the length of the diameter? It will be 6. So remember, diameter is always twice of radius. Diameter is always twice of radius. By doing double of radius, you will get the diameter. And radius is half of diameter. If you divide diameter by 2, you will get radius. Okay. A piece of circle between 2 points is called an arc. This is the definition of arc. See, this all definition you have to remember. The piece of a circle between 2 points is called arc. Suppose if I consider this circle, then this is a piece of circle, na? This is called piece of the circle, is called arc, क्योंकि आर्क सर्कल का पार्ट है. लेकिन अगर मैं ए और बी को स्ट्रेट ज्वाइन कर दूँ, लाइन सेगमेंट फॉर्म कर दूँ, तो इसको कॉर्ड बोला जाएगा. याद रखना कि सर्कल का वो पार्ट जो 2 पॉइंट को ज्वाइंट करने से मिलता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड आर्क. एंड द लाइन सेगमेंट ज्वाइनिंग 2 पॉइंट is called chord. See, there are 3 kind of arc. Let us understand about types of arcs. Here it is. Look at the pieces of the circle between 2 points P and Q in figure 10.6. You will find that there are 2 pieces, one longer and other smaller. The longer one is called major arc PQ and the short one or shorter is called minor arc PQ. The minor arc PQ is denoted by arc PQ and the major arc PQ is denoted by PRQ. And where R is some point on the arc between P and Q, unless otherwise stated, arc PQ or arc PQ stands for minor arc PQ. When P and Q ends of a diameter, then both arcs are equal and each is called semicircle arc. Look. So here the concept about the minor arc, major arc, semicircle arc. This is the circle. If I join any 2 points on the circle, smaller part which join 2 points of the circle is called minor arc, and the larger part of the circle which join the point is called major arc. This is minor and this whole is major. So this is minor arc. This is major arc. See, major arc, here major arc will be represented by ARB, and here minor arc will be simply represented by AB. Since this symbol denotes arc, whenever you want to denote minor arc or major arc, you must have to mention this symbol. So whenever you want to mention or you want to symbolize minor arc, then simply do the curve. But if you want to symbolize major arc, you must have to denote one point between 2 point A and B. तो ARB ये बताता है कि वो मेजर आर्क है और सिर्फ AB ये बताता है कि वो माइनर आर्क है. ओके, नाउ we know very well the chord passing through the center is called diameter. Okay, these are the 2 end points. So arc which is formed by 2 end point of the diameter is called semicircle arc. Okay, the arc which is formed from the end points of a diameter is called semicircle arc. See, it not necessary upper part only called the semicircle arc. Down part also can be said semicircle arc. Clear? So this is all about the arcs. Now rest of topic of this circle we going to include in next lecture. So let's end this lecture over here. Bye. Have a safe day.